court. Extra pass. And it goes for the win!
For the win!
Good! They did it! Now it's Page off balance. Puts it up. Gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
First Companies, what is going on? That's right, because I fused your name with the Threes Company theme song. That's right. You're welcome.
Very clever.
It's going to be in your head the rest of the day. So anyway, First Companies, the end of March Madness is officially upon us. It is wild. Last night, the tournament champion was crowned. They cut down the nets. It is over. Kaput. But most importantly, it is time to figure out what is happening with your bracket so we can crown your champion. So before we get started, why don't we jump into one final tournament update?
All right, in the first Final Four matchup, San Diego State was neck and neck with Florida Atlantic. It was a wild race to the finish kind of a game, and in true March Madness fashion, it took an absolute buzzer beater from San Diego State to win this game, propel them to the championship. It was insane. Everything you wanted to see.
Everything. I mean, you thought the Owls were going to continue their Cinderella run, then the Aztecs just hit that dagger at the buzzer. Spectacular. And then on the other side, UConn just kind of made it look easy. They took care of Miami and winning by 13. I mean, the Huskies were just steamrolling this tournament. They said, Final Four, we got this. Natural disasters, get out of here. We're from the Northeast. We got nor'easters. We know all the snow. We don't worry about those hurricanes. And they took care of business, man.
Pretty wild, actually. And that actually carried over into the championship as well. UConn steamrolled again. That San Diego State magic was not enough to take out the Huskies this year. They won every game in the tournament by double digits.
Wow.
I mean, that's crushing it.
Okay, Kemper, now here's the question. Is UConn a blue blood? Is that what you would say by now? 5 championships in 25 years.
Big arguments about that. In my book, absolutely they're a blue blood. And they're a blue team. So,
And they are blue.
duh.
Double. That's right. UConn was your clear-cut champion as they completely dominated this tournament. I mean, winning by more than double digits each time, that is wild. Just wild. They deserved it. They got it. Now, let's hand out some final season-ending awards, shall we? So coming up with our first one is our chalkboard badge. And this is going out to one Monkey Man or one John Oppenheisen, because that means he decided to go with all number 1 seeds for his Final Four picks. So when you think of the chalkboard picks, you're just picking them by seed. You're like a 1 over the 16, then the 1 over the 8, the 2 over the 7, all that. You're just going by the numbers. So typically it's like a safer bet. You think, you know what? The ones are there for a reason. They earned that spot. Let's go forward. However, this year, no 1 seed even made it to the Elite 8, which is wild. So unfortunately for you, Monkey Man, you win this badge, but also fortunately for you, Monkey Man, is you won this badge. So congratulations on getting our chalkboard badge.
Sorry, not sorry. Not the year to play it safe, John.
Sorry, not sorry.
All right, our next badge is going out. We've got a special guest gold members in the house because I love gold.
I love gold.
That's right, Scott Steenwick. We've mentioned his name a lot, but this is fascinating. So we tallied up every time a person in your pool and every pool chose a team whose primary or secondary color was gold, and we give them a point every time they chose one of those teams to advance. And Scott did it 30 times. He loves gold, all right? More than anybody in all of the pools that we run, Scott loves gold. So he chose teams like Purdue, VCU, Oral Roberts, USC, Iowa State, UC Santa Barbara, the Gauchos. He was going all gold all the way through his bracket. Didn't work out too great, had an unfortunate smelting accident, brackets covered in gold, really covered in red more than anything else, which we talked about. But Scott, he loves gold.
He loves gold.
He's from Holland. Isn't that weird?
And it's so weird. So, I mean, that's a lot of gold. I mean, would you say maybe if that bracket was covered in that much gold, it's worth $1 million?
$1 million.
Well, don't you think we should maybe ask for more than $1 million?
$100 billion.
Well done, Scott Steenwick. A lot of gold. All right, so now it's time to award our top 3 finishers. In a tournament of madness, chaos, and upsets of a wild, it is crazy that you guys were able to survive it all and finish in the top 3. All right, so rounding out the top 3, give it up to one Tristan Kerr, who is coming away with our third is the one with the treasure chest badge, because as we know, first is the worst, second is the best, but third is the one with that treasure chest. So give it up to Tristan, because he got 66 points. He did have one Final Four team. He had the Huskies there. You know, he had 5 in the Elite Eight. You know, that's kind of what lifted you to third place. So congratulations. You made that podium. Well done. Celebrate that fact, Tristan. Well done.
Well done, Tristan. Well, since second is the best, I guess we'll just cover that one next. The so close, yet so far away badge goes to Paul Lee. Second place finish, 68 points. Paul, very strong tournament. Had 26 points in the first round out of 32 games. Very, very good. And ended up with 5 of the Elite Eight teams as well. Just couldn't push it through. Couldn't figure out the matchups. Like, I got him here. Who goes next? Why didn't I think of Florida Atlantic in the Final Four?
Of course.
I get it.
They're not
Tough
gold
breaks. But right now, Paul's that fish, that goldfish with a tiny little brain, trying to poke through the glass to go see that trophy. He's like, I can almost taste it. It's right there. Sorry,
That's
Paul.
right. Says he, Paul, he says you have a tiny little fish brain. You heard it here first. Tiny little fish brain.
Not trying to start any trouble here.
Hey.
You're the one in
All right.
Michigan. Take it out on Ethan.
Hey, easy. All right, so before we crown our champion, you know, with March Madness, there are a lot of battles ensued, and they were tough. You know, you grind them out, and when you have some battles, you have some that you lose along the way. And unfortunately, we lost a lot of brackets along this way because it was unbelievable this year. So we're gonna highlight and remember some of those that we did lose. So we're starting off with one, Jason Nibbling. You know, you started off really great. I see a lot of green in those first and second rounds, but then just you stumbled a little bit and you couldn't find that missing link to get you to those Final Four picks, to that champion pick. So unfortunately, gone too soon. Your bracket.
Gone too soon. How about Matt Abraham?
Matt
Took
A.
Arizona to win it all. They lost in the first round.
Took
Matt.
that A.
We've all been there. Well, a lot of us have not ever been there. But it's really bad. But anyway, tough season, tough tournament. Gone too soon.
Not forgotten. And then we got to talk about one Sharon Kuipers. You know, you picked the 2 Boilermakers, kind of ran out of steam in the first round. So Sharon, we thought you were on. Unfortunately, you weren't. So your bracket busted. Not forgotten. We'll miss
He
you.
got Fairleigh Dickinsoned.
Gone too soon.
All right, folks. Let's brighten the mood a little bit here. It's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. We are ready to announce your bracket champion. First Companies, the Doobie, is going to be handing that belt over because he almost finished in last place, actually, by the way.
Just pointing that out.
This year, cutting down the nets is going to Ryan Paulson. Let's go, Ryan. That's right. Ryan had UConn as a champion. He's the only one in the pool to do that. 107 points. He went from lurking a couple videos ago, and we called it, and he ends up as your champion. Holy smokes. What a meteoric rise. What a Cinderella story. He is the UConn of this pool. He started crushing everybody by double digits. Ryan, kudos to you, my man. Great work.
You rock that belt in every meeting. Discount double check everywhere. Loving it. Sorry for your luck, dudes, but Ryan Paulson, your new belt champion. Congratulations.
It's been a good run. I want to see a photo shoot, a belt photo shoot.
Of the
going forward.
handoff, too. Like the handoff, the whole thing.
We need the handoff because we want to see a sad Doobie.
Sad
And
dude.
elated.
Happy Ryan.
Yep.
All right, so now that we have crowned your champion officially, let's take one final look at your top 10 in that final First Companies leaderboard. So, as we just mentioned, your champ is here. Number one Ryan Paulson, and just behind him was Paul Lee in second, and then third was Tristan Kerr, 21. Not to be confused with just Tristan Kerr. And then, unfortunately, just missing the podium was in fourth place with Manny P01. At number 5, we had Haley LeCount. 6, Ken Bailey. 7, Jason Beek. A tie for 7. That means you guys even tied with your tiebreaker. You guys were both 10 off, just in different directions.
Wow.
So 7, Jason Beek. 7, is it football season yet? 1, Kyle Siegert. In 9th, T Starks, the Doobie Defeater. You did defeat him.
True story.
Pretty low. Just you weren't number 1, T Starks. Keep relishing that football championship. And then rounding out your top 10, at number 10, you got Casey Lee. Well done, First Companies. Spectacular leaderboard. Well done to get there.
T Stark's just like jumping on the grenade. He's like at Jersey Shore. You know, he just jumped on the grenade just to make sure that Doobie didn't win. Paved the way for Ryan Paulson to come through there. But we appreciate it. It's like an assist.
So selfless.
How much does Kyle Siegert love tiebreakers? Anyway, We have a very special thanks we want to give out to the one and only Dianakin herself, Diane Kidder. As always, thank you so much. We appreciate you partnering with us. Appreciate you helping us facilitate this whole thing. We worked through some email issues this time. She got us whitelisted. You guys are getting all the videos now. It's fantastic. Diane is the ultimate partner, and we couldn't thank her enough for her partnership. Want you guys to thank her as well. See her around the office, give her a high five, give her a fist bump, whatever you want to do. Just be appropriate, but give her some kudos and thank her for hooking this whole thing up.
Yes, thank you so much, Diane. And thanks to everyone at First Companies. We loved partnering with you guys again for this March Madness tournament. It was spectacular, combing through all the brackets, listening to the message boards, getting the emails and all the trash talk. It has been a great ride, and we loved doing it with you again. So until next March Madness, the Pool Boys are out.
Anything is possible. Do you believe it? Biggest win in Hurricane Hoops history. Miami heading to the Final Four. 2 seconds. San Diego State is going to the Final Four.
There's no other team going to the Final Four than UConn.
He wins it with the jumper. The San Diego State Miracle. Miami, just no match for the Husky Express. The journey, it ends right here. For the three, yes. Hurley and the Huskies have their dreams come true.